session 5. In session 5, we're going to focus on one of the core values, which is teamwork, along with looking at guided missions if you are in the beginners. But as for the advanced, we're going to figure out if whether or not you're going to go for the advanced robot or make a robot of your own design. Along with, of course, the innovation project and getting started a little bit more on to figure out what you want to tackle when it comes to a problem that you can find during this unearthed season. So how about we get into the PowerPoint?
Hello, students. Hello, teams. Hello, coaches. It's time to do session 5, which students will look for resources for their innovation project and narrow down their solution. They will continue to build attachments and code their robot to complete the guided missions. So, I have to do so many things today. I think I'm going to have to show you what an attachment is, along with getting you to research what your robots, which hmm, I would just say for now, we're just going to focus on if you need to research for a robot, if you want to do a different robot than an advanced robot, along with, yeah, that's about it. It's like, yes. And then next session will be attachments. You guys are jumping way too far. But either way, we're going to take it nice and slow so I don't overwhelm you with you gotta put the robot, you gotta find one. What design do you want? Oh, you gotta get attachments. All the attachments. Oh, you did attachments for the old one. Oh, they won't work now. Now we gotta make new attachments. Like, yes, we just need to breathe. We're just going to build the advanced robot if you want to. And then next time we'll talk about attachments to make things better. Okay? So, you will, students, work with your team to apply coding principles to your guided mission, and you will also work with your team to propose a new solution to the problem or improve an existing solution. But of course, like usual, what did you do last season? What did you do last session? Last session, what did you do? We got to make sure that you know so we can continue on and not actually be in a stumble. All right, new key vocabulary, solution, attachment, and engineering design process. Oh, now we talk about it. It's like, yes, they've been hinting at it, and now we finally actually get to look at this versus I shouldn't even talk, should I? Anyway, solution. And oh, wow. An action or process of a solving a problem. Action or a process of solving a problem. Yes, that's okay. Then we have attachment. What attachment is the physical connection by which one thing is attached to another. And then we have the engineering design process, a process used to solve problems and create solutions, which we can see if we squint. But I remember telling you it is on your engineering notebook and even your team meeting guide. Turn it back and we can see all 5 of the phrases. We have identify, design, create, iterate, and communicate. Or it should be communicate, identify, design, create, iterate, or design, create, iterate, communicate, identify. Either way, it's a beautiful circle that anything goes. All right, so introduction, we are doing a core value that I mentioned, which is teamwork. So teamwork, we are stronger when we work together. So how about you talk about ways your team has been learning and working together? So we have tasks. Of course we do. Keep researching the problem you've chosen. Will your team propose a new solution or improve an existing one? Hmm, time's ticking. 30 seconds. I'm kidding, but it's either a new solution or you gotta improve an existing one. The only question is your solution good enough or is an existing one needing to be improved? I kind of don't have a good one besides just saying fire alarm can be improved upon. It shouldn't stay the same way it is right now. All right, next task is record your research in your engineering notebook. Process, write down where you got your information and include details such as the title, author, or website. I think this is the book of contents, credits, such like that. They're making sure that when it comes to you talking, all the things that you write down, you because there might be some that you write down verbatim, and if you do, you have to credit the person that you got it from. Because if you don't, that is plagiarism, and that's not good. Okay, so this is the final one, which is well, this is just for the beginners. As for the advanced team, you will still be looking through the advanced driving base, or you can just hold on for next session. Just take a break, relax, breathe. Use this moment to think of a mission strategy and just don't be comfortable with mission strategy because if you're making a bigger robot, that means that this mission strategy you're thinking of right now might not be good because you're going for a small robot versus a big robot. So for right now, I would just say enjoy the small one, and then next session we all together can look for a robot design or go for the advanced driving robot base. Or how about you actually build the advanced driving robot base, and if it's good for you, then you can keep it. If not, we're going to research a better version that could actually be good for you versus maybe even better than the advanced driving base they have. As for the beginner group that's still working, of course, you're doing the same thing they're doing, but you also have guided missions, so you get to see for yourself how they use the light sensor. And I'm going to post it right here.
All right, we are back with the guided missions for Unearthed. Like usual, what you want to do is go into Spy Prime, then go all the way into unit plans, and of course we're going to that yellow part, which is competition ready. We did so many, and now it's time to do guided mission. So I can stop the robot from doing this, I am going to connect it like we always do. Not sure you can hear it, but I sure can. Okay, I will play this so you can listen to it. All right. Hopefully you listen to it, and if not, well, you actually listened to it for yourself. So I'm going to click next, like usual, and then build a driving base. All right, we did that. Okay, let's see what's this done. Set up the game field, which you did that already. I don't understand why you're going to tell them to do it if we already did it by week 1 and 2. All right, so code and go. Program this, play this program, and see what it does. Make sure you start with your driving base in the correct position. So if you're looking here, it's you're position it right here and right here. Of course, note you can only use this with the basic driving base, not the advanced one. Okay, let's see what we have here. Let's just see what it says. So it says here when the programs start, they set their movement motors to C and D. They actually are using the gyro sensor. So apparently the gyro sensor is easy to use with just the yaw angle. Then you start moving, which start moving, remember, start moving. This one is only used for the gyro sensor or sensor period. Next, we're going to use the color sensor. So make sure you have the color sensor on and wait until, and it's in slot B unless you need to change it. And it's reflecting less than 25%. Then it stops moving. Then it set movement speeds to 20. Then it start turning left a bit. And now they're trying to turn into a left angle, I believe. Left angle, right angle. I think it's left. When it starts moving again, it set movement motors to 50. Then it goes straight for 3.1 rotations. Then the speed goes into 20% again. Now you're moving right, and it is not as perfect as the other one. Yeah, so there is turning right just a small bit, compensating to go to brake turn, I believe. Then it stops, then it sets movement motors to 50%, then it starts moving again. Now they have the color sensor looking for the black line, then it stops, and it sets movement speed to 20, and it moves right for 0.25 rotations, or 0.45 rotations. Then it sets movement speed to 50. Then it goes forward for 4 rotations, and then it stops. Most likely meaning it actually did the mission. So it's next, apply your new line up following skill to get a different mission model, which good luck with that. And of course, what did you think about how you did? But before we actually end this, how about I actually show you how to do it? Because yeah, it's like I'll give you a good demonstration to show how you do it, so at least you have a better look than just this photo right here. All right, so there's a hint. Don't forget to decompose the challenges you saw in the video, break them down to smaller parts. Position the driving base, follow the line, get close to the mission model, and activate the mission model. I mean, yes, it sounds simple as that. Yeah, it sounds simple as that, but is it really that simple? Yes, but there could be a little bit more detail to what they're talking about. But they don't actually tell you which mission model they're talking about because that'll be giving it away. So instead, they have to lightly hint. But still, what did you think about it? How did you do? How did you do? How did you did? Think about how you did. I'm not gonna touch this. Just keep. What did you do well? Is there anything you could have done better? Get ready for your next mission like usual. So you can actually bring this into your rotation of using, excuse me, this to do a mission. So you have this mission that they gave you as a freebie. However, if, of course, you know you're going to make an advanced robot. So if you're going to build an advanced robot, just know that you're going to have to take this mission and change it. And make sure your robot does have a color sensor. But yeah, you're going to change it. So you have to change this to make it actually work for your advanced robot. Okay, how about we get back to the PowerPoint?
All right, more tasks to do. Try to code your robot to attempt a different mission, which is like the sixth, seventh, eighth one now. Remember to test program changes in small steps. If an attachment is needed for a mission, keep it in a plastic bag labeled with the mission number. Of course, if you don't have a plastic bag, make sure you just put a post-it note on it. I guess a post-it note will work. Either way, just make sure you know which one's which. However, if An attachment can be used for many other missions than just one. That will suit you better versus just having one for one mission, and you have to try to remember it. And of course, we're going to talk about attachments in the next one. Reflection questions. Is there someone your team can talk to about the problem you selected? So we're thinking about maybe we can find an expert, or at least you can get feedback on what you're doing. What questions would you ask them? How will your team work together to develop an innovative solution to the problem? Oh, guess what? We have even more questions. What does the guided mission teach you about cooperation? Which I think we're talking about it right now, or we're going to talk about it soon. So they're giving you a hint right now, and we'll talk about it in a later session. How does the engineering design process help you create a strategy for solving missions in the robot game? All right, so it's time to share. Share the robot skills learned in this session. Go right ahead, please. This will be a good one where you can actually talk about mission, your attachments, and maybe the light sensor might not be good right now, and any ideas of where you want to do this way in one mission, but you want to go that way in one mission. You want to start in the right side or the left side, the blue base or the red base. Share. Maybe we can find a good compromise and even a better way to do a mission strategy. All right, it's time to clean up. Make sure you put the robot good. You make sure you put the attachments separately, maybe near the mission. That'll help you a little bit better remember. And let's forget about that invisible giraffe. What giraffe? There's no giraffe. And we will come back for mission 6 to talk more about building a advanced robot and attachments, and probably even pseudocode.